Hello.
Welcome, Vanessa.
Hi.
Welcome, Patricia.
Thank you, Simon.
Luisa Sanchez, welcome.
Hello.
Maxi.
Hello.
George.
Hi,
Hello.
Simon.
Hello. Abdullah.
Hello.
Welcome, everyone. We've got a few more spots available. Two more spots available in the class. While people are coming in, let me just give you a quick overview of the class. This is an advanced class, so I'll be doing very little typing, but you guys will be do a lot of typing, and you'll be listening. To show you how the class is set up, we have a chat session here. We can click on this one here to chat. This allows us to chat both with the class, or we can choose to chat with everybody, including those that are in the lobby. And I'd like to welcome Luisa from Armenia.
I just here to say hi everyone and say good night. This is
All right. And I'd also like to welcome Thiago too. So this is where we're going to chat using this button here. We'll also do a lot of typing in the class. Also, I want to show you guys the main site here. You can come here if you want to see upcoming classes. You can click on this button here. If you click on this button here, you'll see all the teachers that are currently teaching. So for example, if you come down here to where I am, you can see all the classes that I've currently taught today and the classes that I'm teaching in the future. So this one now, tomorrow I'm doing beginning English, writing skills. In 2 days I'm doing business English again and beginner business in 2 days as well. If you want to follow me, click on follow and you'll get updates, but this is a good place to find that information. Okay, back to the Hangout. Okay, I'm going to turn off screen share. Now, because this is an advanced class, everybody has to participate. Luis, welcome from the lobby. If you're not going to participate or you don't want to speak, I recommend that you just go sit in the lobby. In the lobby, you can still hear what I'm going to say. You can still participate through the chat window. But if you don't plan on speaking, please reserve the class for those who are able to speak.
Yeah, now I'm going to sleep and going to do my place and read.
All right, Louisa. Well, Luis is just getting ready to leave, so you could probably join us in a minute. Louisa, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Have yourself a good night's sleep.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. All right, we've got a free spot in the class now. All right, our first exercise. I'm going to read out a sentence. What I want you guys to do is I want you to write down the number that you hear. Okay? So please go to the Colingo classroom chat area. Make sure that everybody has selected everyone. Instead of shouting it out, I want you to type the number that you hear. Okay? The first sentence, the speed limit in Pennsylvania is not 80 miles an hour. It is 65 miles an hour. Okay, good. I need more people to participate, guys. This is a participation class. 4 people have answered. Thank you very much. Thiago, can you hear me? Okay, good. Maxi, can you hear me?
Yes, but I couldn't hear you the sentence.
Okay. Well, we'll try you out on the next one. So you're right. There were 2 numbers. The first number is 80. The second number is 65. So Abdullah got it correct, and Ben got it correct. And Thiago just got it correct. Very good. Okay, the next sentence. I weigh 185 pounds. What is the number in that sentence? close, Patricia. And the answer is 185. Okay. There are a total of 68 bridges in New York State. Abdullah is very quick today, and he is accurate too. Okay, and yes, the answer is 68. Next one. I got a newspaper flyer this weekend, and Future Shop has a sale on laptops. They are 50% off for today only. Very good. A few people put in the percent. You didn't have to, but that's good. I was asked today, what is my area code? My area code is 905. My area code is 905. Okay, good. George, that's close. I can understand how you would hear that. We don't say in English 905 most of the time. We usually say O, the letter O instead of 0, 905, which is this. In a long list of numbers like this, we might say 0990860. Tomorrow I'm flying down to Brasilia, and I'm going to board Air Brazil Flight 765. What flight number did I say? Very close. If George meets me at the airport, I think he's going to be waiting in front of the wrong plane because very good, George, it is 765. I was looking at houses the other day. I was going to move to a wonderful, beautiful town. Unfortunately, they start at $750,000. They start at $750,000. A little bit of a trick one there. Give a hint. Thiago is the closest. The number is 750,000. That's how we say big numbers like that, 750,000. If we're talking about houses, people might just say, oh, it's 750. Okay, but they're referring to thousand. Or if they say 1.5, they're usually referring to million. That's if people generally know what you're talking about. So if we're talking in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, people won't say 250,000. They'll say, how much are you selling your house for? Oh, about 450. Oh, really? The guy down the street just sold his house for 460. It's assumed that it's thousand. Okay, last sentence of this first exercise. The iPad mini costs $429. But the 7-inch Galaxy and Amazon tablet cost $199. It's a tough one. There's several numbers in there. A couple of you have gotten it right. It's actually 429, 7-inch tablet, so the 7, and 199. It is a bit of a trick question because there's 3 numbers in there. Okay, for the next exercise, by the way, guys, if you have any questions about any of the words that I'm using, please let me know. In the next section, I'm going to bring up a couple of words. Can anybody tell me what the word blimp means? What is blimp?
No.
You are blimp enterprise, for example.
It's an airship. Instead of a balloon, which is like a small balloon, it's cylindrical, and it's called a blimp. Okay. What is a gondola? Yes, very good, Luis. It's a zeppelin. That's a German word.
Gondola.
What is a gondola?
Like a boat.
Gondola is a Italian ship. Yes.
It's a certain type of flat-bottomed boat, so that's correct. It is a boat. Okay, so keeping that in mind, I'm going to read to you a short, brief story. I want you to type each sentence. I will pause between sentences to give you time. So for those of you in the lobby, do your best. Listen to the sentences. There's about 10 of them. After each sentence is press return, and I'll let you know if you got it right. First sentence. The blimp flies through the sky. The blimp flies through the sky. Okay, good. Good use of punctuation too.
Sorry, I'm writing.
All right, Patricia. The blimp flies through the sky.
Yes, I'm writing because no.
There's your answer, guys. And don't forget to use a period at the end of the sentence. In English, it is a requirement. Next sentence. It goes 30 miles per hour. It goes 30 miles per hour. A few of you haven't typed yet, waiting for Patricia. There we go. It doesn't matter, Luis. You could do MPH. Miles per hour is actually how it's written in the story. Even when we're reading aloud, if we see MPH, some of us may just read it out as miles per hour. Either is good. It has 2 engines. It has 2 engines. Wow, George, lickety split. Very good. It has 2 engines. Good. And again, the main thing is that you're able to listen. If you don't spell the word correctly, that's not as important in this exercise. I'm most concerned that you're able to listen to the words I'm saying. The writing is a bonus. Yep, it has 2 engines. The next sentence. The engines have propellers. The engines have propellers. The engines have propellers. Very well, everyone. Very well. And again, for those of you that are in the lobby, there is a bit of a delay. I understand. Okay, the engines have propellers. Next sentence. The engines are under the blimp. The engines are under the blimp. So I had a question. I'll get to that shortly. The engines are under the blimp. There we go. So, what is a propeller? Can anyone answer that question? Go ahead, speak it out loud if you know the answer. What do you think? I'll have you guess. What is a propeller?
To do a balloon move.
Yeah, it makes it move. Boats have these. It's a spinning device located at the end of a shaft that propels a boat through the water. Airplanes also use this. The older airplanes, they don't have jet engines, they have propeller engines. And the propeller can have a minimum of 3 blades, or it can have many more blades. Underwater, generally they have between 3 and 6 blades. In the air, I don't know. It varies. Next sentence. They are on the gondola. They are on the gondola. You guys are very quick. Very good. They are on the gondola. Just a few people that aren't typing. I'll just be patient. Here we go. The pilots sit in the gondola. The pilots sit in the gondola. Let me say that again. The pilots sit in the gondola. Oh, somebody give George a medal. Yeah. The pilots sit in the agenda. Sit, not set, and pilot is plural. The passengers sit there too. The gondola has big windows. The passengers sit there too. The gondola has big windows. 2 sentences for the price of 1. Very good, George. Luis. We just lost somebody. Unfortunately, there is one more room in the class. The pilots sit there too. The gondola has big windows. Very good. Good, Patricia. So there we go. The last sentence, the pilots and passengers look out the windows. The pilots and the passengers look out the windows. Welcome, Felix. Good, Abdullah. Good, Patricia. Thiago, good. Luis. Luisa. The pilots and the passengers look out the windows. Okay, before we go on to the next one, which is a long article, I thought we might play a little bit of a game. Felix, we're getting a lot of feedback. Please check to make sure that you don't have the lobby window still open. George?
Yes, I will.
We've been working hard for 20 minutes. What would be a good way to take a break?
Playing a game?
Yeah, what kind of game, George? A quick game.
Hangman?
Okay, we'll do Hangman. Do you want to explain the rules for the class?
Yes. Okay, Sam will give us some spaces in blank, and we need to guess the letters. I'll try always to say the most popular letters of the English alphabet, letters such as A, E, O, I, and U, and also ask in form of a question. Can I have the letter A? Can I have the letter B?
That's very good, George. So, George, I'm going to start with you since you're familiar with the game.
So,
Just to let anybody know who's in the lobby, we do have 1 spot available if you would like to join us. So, George, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. This is a separation of a word. Could you please start us off?
can I have the letter A.
Can I have the letter A? Very well, George. Unfortunately, with that many words, there is no A. So now we have to start hanging sticky. And I don't like to hang sticky.
Okay.
I want you guys to save sticky. George is not helping right now, but it's not... A is a very popular letter. It's surprising that it is not there. Louisa. Excuse me.
Can I have letter B?
The letter B. I can tell you're very smart. This is from what we've talked about today. I'm not giving you anything that you don't already know. Very good. There is one B. Luis, are you ready?
Yes. Can I have... You can step to the left.
Sorry.
Thank you. Can you have letter E?
The letter E. The letter E. E for excellent. There are two E's. Now, from the lobby, let's see, is Abdullah still in the class?
Yeah,
or he's working in...
Yeah, I'm still in the class.
Okay, well then don't use the chat. We'll actually go in order then. I'm just trying to see who's in the lobby, who's trying. So after Luisa is Patricia. Patricia.
Can I have the letter E?
Yes, you can have the letter E.
Sorry, no. E. T.
T, you would like the letter T. Well, okay, I can give you one of those. Music, please. There are two T's. Thiago. Hello, Thiago? Thiago, you must guess. As I said before, if you're going to participate in the class, you need to have a microphone on. Otherwise, you're just taking up a spot for somebody who could be in the class. Okay, okay, I think somebody's muted you, Thiago. Might want to check to see if you've been muted in the top right. Abdullah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Would you like to guess, please?
Yeah. Can I have the letter H?
The letter H. Music, please. George, are you my sound effect man?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so there is an H. And I see somebody's left the room temporarily. Felix, are you there?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Would you like to go, please?
Me.
Simon.
You. The girl or me?
You, Felix.
Okay. Let me see. Can you? All right. Thank you. Letter R.
The letter R. Sound effects, please, George.
No, I don't think so.
No, there's no R. Sticky looks like he might get hung. This is bad. George.
Could you jump me?
Yeah, I forgot Vanessa.
Oh, Vanessa.
Simon, I'm here.
Hi.
Hello. Okay. Can I have the letter O, please?
The letter O. Are you sure?
I'm trying to guess the last word.
I know. Are you sure you want the letter O, though?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh.
There is no O. I apologize for that. I don't know who would have made a laughing sound. That's wrong. George?
Can I have the letter I?
I.
Yes.
George, play some good music. There are two eyes in the sky. Yes, you can. Yes, there is the blimp
The blimp
in the sky.
Richard.
Well done. Now we're going to get back to some hard work. All right. I'm going to read an article. Very well done, guys. Very well. At the end of the article, I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay? So you need to listen to what I'm saying, but I also want to see if you're understanding as well. Before we start, can anybody tell me what the word wheelchair means? What does wheelchair mean?
For the disabled guys, they can use it for the disabled people.
Yes, it's a chair for the disabled. Very good. Paralyzed. What does paralyzed mean? Luis, what does paralyzed mean?
Paralyzed is something stopped.
Well, it means you're disabled, usually from the waist down. Okay? Clinic. What does clinic mean? Clinic.
Clinic.
Yeah, what does clinic mean?
It's some hospital.
Usually it's more like a doctor's office, but they do similar things to a hospital. A hospital has more services. What does it mean if I say veterinary clinic?
The doctor of the animals.
Yeah, it's a doctor's office for animals. What does roommate mean?
The one who is sitting with you in the room or in the house.
In your flat.
In your flat, apartment, home. Yes, but they're not just sitting with you, they live with you.
Yeah, they live with you.
Okay, very good. What does handicapped mean? It means the same thing as disabled. And neglected, left alone.
Simon.
Yes? Sorry. Yeah, Felix, we're getting a lot of feedback from you. Please check your connection. All right, I'm going to start reading the story now. Paralyzed Pooch gets new wheels. That's the name of the story. Paralyzed Pooch gets new wheels. Consider it an occupational hazard. Work at a veterinary clinic. Work at a veterinary clinic long enough, and eventually you will wind up falling for a patient. In the case of a veterinary technician, Christina Simpson, she fell for a patient that had been left behind at her roommate's veterinary clinic. Oreo's owner surrendered the dog because the animal could no longer use her hind legs. After hearing about Oreo, Simpson offered to try laser therapy. The procedure promotes healing at the cellular level by increasing blood flow and decreasing inflammation in the injured area, and had been used successfully by Simpson's colleagues at Eagles Landing Veterinary Hospital in Georgia. I wanted to try to get her walking again, she says. I was hopeful I could do that and adopt her out. But once it became clear she wasn't going to walk again, it became difficult. By that point, she had fallen for hope. But with a roommate and a house full of pets, Simpson had no room for another addition. The vet tech decided the next best thing to taking Hope home was to move to Plan B. Build a wheelchair so the dog could get around and hopefully find the dog a home. How do you build a wheelchair for a dog? For Simpson, it was time to surf the web and reach out to her friends. Fortunately for Hope and other dogs with disabilities, there is no shortage of information to help people care for their animals with special needs. On the website handicappedpets.com, pet owners offer advice, purchase gear, and share words of encouragement. Customers regularly submit video footage of their dogs thriving, and the site's Facebook page has more than 48,000 members. It was created in 2000 by Mark Robinson, who had sold pet supplies and wheelchairs for years. People were caring for disabled animals were feeling very alone and neglected, says Robinson. Friends and neighbors would say, "Ah, poor little thing, have to put it to sleep." But these people knew their dogs were alive, awake, and happy. They just couldn't walk. They had nowhere to go for support, he said. Community feedback led Robinson to invent the Walking Wheels adjustable wheelchair, which is available in 22 countries, including Australia, France, and, coming soon, Iran. The mini version accommodates dogs that weigh less than 20 pounds and range from $249 to $325. While the standard version works for dogs up to a hefty 185 pounds. Prices for these pooches range from $399 to $529. Upon hearing Hope's story, handicappedpets.com offered Simpson a travel-friendly walking wheels to keep Hope moving in the right direction. So guys, that's about a dog named, well, we'll get to those questions shortly. I want to see if there's any way I can give you the picture though, because there's a picture with this story. Let me see, can I put it in the chat?
Wow.
Uh-oh, she closed the window.
Well, interesting enough, when I drag the photo to Google, it says, yes, you can put the photo here, but they don't have the sense to realize it's going to kill your connection. So what I will do is I'll ask you questions, and then at the end I'll show you the article, which I read from the CNN website today, and you can get to see the picture. It is quite comical. So, first question, and you can answer this out loud. What is wrong with the dog? Anyone?
I think the problem is your legs.
The legs, yes, and what's wrong with the legs?
She can
You have
walk.
a kind of inflammation.
Well, can't walk, yes. The dog is actually paralyzed, can't move its hind legs.
You have
So
inflammation.
Good, yep. Well, inflammation too, but even with the inflammation dying down, I think, let me just find out. My understanding is that the dog, yeah, it's paralyzed. The dog is paralyzed. So they used a technique, Luis, you're correct, they used a technique to help, but the dog is still paralyzed. Why was the dog abandoned? Why do you think the dog was abandoned, guys?
Because she was too sick.
Yeah, it was too much to take care of. Who fell in love with the dog?
A woman named Simpson.
A woman named Simpson. Very good. Does anybody remember her first name? George will give you $1,000 if you get this right.
Christina.
Very good. George, you're going to have to give him $1,000. See, guys, you just need the right motivation. How much do the wheelchairs cost?
200, no? No.
Yeah, 20, 200, 300, 320, 325, isn't it?
Well, $325 is the price for one of them, and they said 249 to 325, so very good. What size dogs are these rated for? What weight? What is the weight of the dog that could handle this size or this priced wheelchair? No, take a guess.
180.
No, sir, you are close. This is for the smaller dogs. At 180 pounds, the price is $399 to $529. So very good for listening and picking up on that. Very close. How many members does the Facebook site have?
4,800, 480,000 hour.
Very close. I know what you're trying to say. Let me help you. Let's go to the chat, guys.
3,500.
48,000 is that's how you do that. Yeah, I knew, Adula, you're just having trouble with the pronunciation. It's 48. Whenever you see a number with this, you're dealing with thousands. So if you see 67, what is the number, Adula?
67,000.
Very good. Luis, what is that number?
7,800.
78,000. Okay.
Okay.
What's that number, Vanessa?
987,000.
Okay. What's this number?
987.
Very good, 987, and so this number then must be
987,000.
very good.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the name of the website
What about
that
me?
helps handicapped dogs?
Handicapped.com.
I don't know who said that, but you are correct. Very good. Okay. Let's see. It is 38 minutes after. Wonder if we have time for this next exercise or if we should try something different. Okay, I'm going to read another article. Before I do, I want to help you with some words. What does carbon monoxide mean?
Carbon.
Carbon monoxide, what is it?
It's a kind of gas.
Yes, it is a gas. Robert, that's...
Comes from car.
Yes, it's a very dangerous gas. Okay, it can kill you. So let me read this article. I'm going to read it at a normal speed this time. Carbon monoxide. Helen stepped outside her front door to see what the weather was like. It was sunny and warm. That was nice because for the past 2 weeks, it had been cold and rainy. It had been so cold that she had had to turn her heater on. She was lucky because her heater worked and she could pay her bills. Some people in Los Angeles were not so lucky. Unable to use their home heater, they placed charcoal in a barbecue, they placed charcoal into a barbecue grill and lit it. The heat kept them warm, but the carbon monoxide killed them. This happens almost every year in Los Angeles. People shut all the windows tight to keep the cold out, then light the charcoal. Soon enough, the oxygen in their home is consumed by the open flames and the family suffocates to death. Everyone knows that smoke detectors are required in Los Angeles, but many people don't know about or don't think they need carbon monoxide detectors. They're not expensive. They cost $25 and can save your family from death. People always think that nothing bad will happen to them. It always happens to the other guy. So they forget to put fresh batteries in their smoke detectors each year, and they don't bother to buy carbon monoxide detectors. George. Can you hear me, George? Maybe you're muted, George. Check to see if you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, George. George, tell me about this article. What is it about?
What about the weather?
Okay, so it did talk about the weather. What else?
The architects in Los Angeles, no?
It talked about Los Angeles, yes. What else, guys?
The carbon monoxide detector.
Carbon monoxide. And what about carbon monoxide, Vanessa?
Sorry, I'm going to mute.
Yeah, Felix, we really are getting really bad feedback from you. We can't hear each other when your microphone is on. So if you could please keep your microphone off and just use the chat area to talk, that would really help us out. Go ahead, Vanessa.
That what is happening there is that people are not very consensus in buy carbon monoxide detector, and this is so dangerous because it could start a fire because the oxygen is consumed. The technical specification I can tell you.
That's okay.
Because I'm no physics.
That's good because you did a good job of summarizing. Patricia, could you please tell us something that Vanessa may have left out?
No, Damon.
Okay. Luis, can you tell us anything? Or Luisa, Luis or Luisa? Anything else that was left out?
I think it is the concern of people have to have about the level of carbon monoxide inside the house when the people are smoking. I understand something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but why, Luisa, why did they have to worry about charcoal in their homes? Yes, carbon monoxide was killing them, but why? What were they doing? What were they doing?
They were clothing.
It's the main problem is because they don't have money to buy calefactor, so they have to burn these charcoals inside their houses. The smoke, this charcoal produce carbon monoxide, and that's why it's so dangerous.
Very good. And let me see. There is another reason why when they burned the charcoal that all the oxygen left. What else do they do?
Actually, some people in Los Angeles, they don't have a heater, so they close their windows, and the smoke become very much in the rooms, and they have been killed because the oxygen will be finished.
Excellent, very good. Well, that really sums up the story. So, in Los Angeles, it rarely ever snows, but it can get very cold and damp in the winter. So what some people do, they don't have money, they burn charcoal inside. They put it in the fireplace or a barbecue. That's not well ventilated. Their windows are properly sealed, the oxygen is burned, and then they suffocate.
Yeah.
You guys have done very, very well tonight. This is an advanced class. But I will say that you guys did a great job of listening to what I said, recalling it, and also comprehending what we talked about. So very well done. Vanessa, you had a question.
No, I was saying that it is here in Spain, it is called the sweet die, because you get to sleep and you don't realize that you are.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad way to go, but still, you know, a lot of families with children die in this way. George, or sorry, Luis, what time is it?
Game time. More hangman.
Yeah.
Yes, this is what I call a test. I'm going to put some words up here, and you guys have to guess what they are. They're going to be related to the stories we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got a few words here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would like somebody to man the sound effects. Oh, Vanessa, that's awesome. Yes.
What's that?
Everyone on Google effect.
So, George, if you could man the sound effects, please.
Yes. Okay.
And this time I'm going to ask somebody who rarely gets to go first. Luis, I'll let you go first. Again, there's 26 letters in the alphabet. But if you get 6 wrong, we're going to hang Sticky. And I don't want to see Sticky hung. I will have a very bad evening if Sticky gets hung. So you guys got to keep him safe by guessing the correct letters. Think of the most popular letters in the English language. Luis, you get to go first.
Can I have a letter A?
The letter A. George, music, please. How's that?
There's more.
Only one? One more.
One more.
George, you're being greedy again. There are 3 that I can see. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there are 3 A's. Well done. Pirate Patricia.
Can I have a letter N?
The letter
9?
N.
Yes.
There is. Okay, George, easy there. That's very good. Yep, you guys picked up on that. Next in line is Vanessa, Pirate Vanessa. Arr, matey.
Can I have the letter E, please?
Ooh, an E.
No? Really? No.
Music, George.
I don't believe that.
George, give me some suspenseful music.
I know that.
More suspense, George. We need more suspense.
Oh, there's more.
More suspense, George. That's enough suspense. Very well done. And now we come all the way over to Mr. Abdullah.
Let me see. D.
B, are you sure, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I will have to give you a B now. Sticky's not going to be happy with this.
No, I didn't see B. D.
Oh, I see. Nice. Okay.
Too late.
Good try.
Sorry.
There is one N and only one N. Very good. Next in line, Felix, if you can type for us. And Luis has muted himself. I think he's watching a soccer championship. Priorities, priorities, priorities. That's why Victor's not here, too. All right, George.
Yeah.
Can I have the letter O?
The letter O. Felix, if you want to type for us, because we're getting a lot of feedback, if you type, I'll go ahead and add your letter for now. Sound effects, George. We got to keep this suspenseful. I'm relying on you. Well done.
Thank you.
Camel. Camel?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can. It is your turn. The team needs your help.
Sorry, I just came in.
That's okay. We're playing Hangman to reinforce the lesson today. While you may not know the lesson, you can at least try to guess what the words are by guessing a letter.
Just one letter.
Just one letter.
Okay. Let's try C.
Oh, C. George, music, please.
No.
No. Sticky.
There is one C. Very well, Campbell. Louisa. Oh, time's up.
Can
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
no? Can I have the letter P?
Now, did you mean P?
Oh no. Can I have the letter? Okay. S. S.
Letter S. Music, please, George. Suspenseful. Very well done. Let me just check. Yep, there are two S's. And normally at this point we skip somebody, but I won't. Luis.
Can I have letter R?
The letter R.
I think one more. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very good. 1, 2, 3 R's. And now to Queen Patricia.
I don't know.
I think some cricket music, George.
Can I have letter? I don't know.
But you must
L.
guess.
L.
The letter L.
Yeah.
L. Sticky's not happy. Sticky's very not happy. I should say, sorry, I should use proper grammar. Sticky is very unhappy. Vanessa.
Can I have the letter H, please?
H.
H.
You're sure?
I'm sure.
You don't need to phone a friend?
Okay, I could ask my my friends. What do you think, guys? Maybe we can try to guess the U or H. What do you think? U or H? Tell me, please.
I don't know.
Okay, I think I'm going to say U. Can I have the letter U, please?
Certainly. Suspense, George?
No.
Norman Lowell.
I think now you must be feeling very blue.
Are you sure about the letter L? Are you sure about the letter L?
The second word is detector.
Oh, wait, no, L? Sorry, did you say L?
Yeah, Patricia.
Oh,
Patricia
yeah, no,
said,
it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Okay.
The second word is detector.
Sir, I can't do that. You either have to guess the whole thing or one letter at a time. So if you think it's detectors, why don't you help fill in the letters? So Abdullah, what letter would you like to go with?
I said D before, so I think it has to be put. Yes.
D.
And T.
Oh, you can only do one at a time.
No,
but
the D.
he said D after.
I said D before.
Before. in the
Oh, that's right.
dashboard.
Yeah, there was one here. So that's correct. Yeah, I forgot one.
You
That
tried
never
to confuse
happens.
us. You tried
So
to
I
confuse
think
us.
you should
No, I'm
delete.
old. I forget things.
Yes, I'm joking.
All right, so T, Abdullah, T.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to try and guess at this point? Okay. George? I'm counting on you, George.
Can I have the letter M?
Yes, George. Yes.
Are you trying to smoke me out, George?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that good?
I get it.
Oh, hold on.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke detector are
Letter
Y.
Yeah.
Very, very good. You guys did well. This is not one of the most exciting classes that I give. In a way, it's quite boring, to be honest. You're listening to what I say, you're writing things down, and I know after a while it can seem like boring, or it's a lot of work too. What I like to do is break it up with a couple of games. So that's what we did at the beginning. We had a quick little hangman. Everything kind of reinforces back to the vocabulary that we have within our lesson. You guys have done a great job here in this class, Advanced Listening Skills. It clearly shows that you are able to listen and that you're able to comprehend as well. It's one of the toughest things to do in English or any language when you're learning it, is to hear somebody speak and not only comprehend but listen at the same time. I want to give you guys a bit of an update. As I said at the beginning of the class, you can go to the teacher's page and see all the classes that are coming up. I just want to give you a brief overview of the classes I have this week and what we might be doing. Tomorrow I have English debate. It's a beginning class. Debates are a lot of fun. We might debate something such as, I don't know, well, today we did UFOs, fact or fiction. We could do something else fun. Like, what else could we do, George, as a debate? What would be a fun debate?
Maybe, I don't know, I need to think.
Yeah, it's just, I know it's hard to think on your feet, but I'll have something fun. Come to my class. We'll spend about 20 to 30 minutes researching. What I will do prior to the class is I'll post the topic in the window so you have a bit of chance to do some thinking. There's a lot of websites out there you can get information from. The real key to the class is organizing your thoughts, because then you're going to speak and you're going to debate with other people in the class. Also tomorrow I have some writing skills. Then on Tuesday I have another business class. Well, two actually, advanced and beginner. In one class we'll do a marketing comparison between two major products. And on Wednesday I have business writing. Thursday is debate and vocabulary, and Friday is what, George?
Game class?
Well, only one game class. We have game class at the beginning, then we have conversational skills. So that's this week.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
May I ask one thing?
You may.
Could you please, for example, let us discuss how to make a good interview for getting any open positions, or, for example, job internship? Can we practice it with you? For example, what are the tips to make a good interview? How
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. So what I will do for one of the classes this week, I'm not sure which one yet, the topic will be interviews. So maybe what we can do, either I'll do it for, let's see, maybe for tomorrow, my last class, I'll do a resume writing course. For intermediate English writing skills, I'll do a resume course. And for advanced business English, maybe we'll do interviews for a job.
All right, that will be...
Not a problem. I'll do that a couple of times this week. We'll change it up. One of the themes this week will be looking for work, finding jobs, interviews, and resumes.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Yeah, Bruno, get a webcam. I also recommend getting a headset